Hey, what's going on everyone? You're climbing into another very long overdue TriState Aviation video. Welcome back to the channel, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm currently on my way to the John F. Kennedy Airport. Today we'll be flying down to Savannah, but for once we aren't flying JetBlue. Today we are flying the E-175 on Delta Connection operated by SkyWest. That right there is a Gulfstream G550 owned by the Turkish government, which is visiting for the annual UN conference in New York. Delta operates out of Terminal 2 and Terminal 4 at JFK. Today, we'll be flying out of Terminal 4. Before COVID, Terminal 4 was used exclusively for Delta's regional jet operations, international operations, and select domestic mainline operations, while the majority of their domestic mainline operations were out of Terminal 2. Delta has significantly reduced operations out of the New York area, however, due to the pandemic, so they are currently able to use Terminal 4 for all their flights out of JFK. We've already checked in online, and we've got no bags to check, so let's head straight to security. By the way, this video was shot in September of 2019, before COVID even became a thing, so don't be surprised by the fact that no one is wearing a mask. T4 offers a wide variety of restaurants and shopping. Many of these restaurants and stores are currently closed, however, due to the pandemic. The regional jet gates are located at the very end of the B concourse at T4. In order to get there, you either have to take a 15-minute walk or you can take a shuttle bus that drops you off right in the regional terminal. I, of course, chose the shuttle bus because A, this ride offers some great views from the ramp, and B, because I'm lazy. I told you we'd get some nice views down here. Sometimes you don't realize just how big these pieces of machinery are until you're up close like this. And just like that, we've made it to the RJ gates. Delta utilizes these gates for their CRJ and ERJ flights, and recently they've even been using mainline jets at these gates because of the lack of gate space in the mainline section of the terminal. We're flying out of gate B42 today, which actually has a plaque next to it honoring Mariano Rivera, who used to pitch for the New York Yankees and was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2019. I'll show you that when we board, though. Our aircraft for today's flight, November 269 Sierra Yankee, is inbound from Richmond. And there she is. November 269 Sierra Yankee was delivered brand new to SkyWest in May of 2018, making her just over a year old at the time I flew this flight.
Are you asking because it doesn't seem to work, or because you just... No.
I'm very curious to see how SkyWest compares to Republic, another regional carrier that flies Embraer 170s and 175s under the Delta Connection brand. I flew with them just a couple months prior from LaGuardia to Hilton Head, and let me just say, it wasn't that great. Go check out that video if you haven't already.
Because, he threw lots.
Only 2 open seats in economy on this flight.
That's why the market told me. It was like 180 points.
This E-175 is configured with 12 first-class seats in a 1-2 layout, 20 Comfort Plus seats in a 2-2 layout, and 38 main cabin seats also in a 2-2 layout, making for a total of 70 seats. There's a Boeing 767-400 taxiing to the gate. Be on the lookout for a review of this aircraft on my channel in a couple months. And there's a 717 taxiing down to Terminal 2. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, Delta has dropped their 717 base in New York and is now using a mix of RJs and other small mainline jets to replace the 717 here.
Yes, I'm certainly.
Be on the lookout for some 757 takeoff and landing footage in the near future, too.
You are welcome to board at this time.
Time to board.
Checking your bag, which will be complimentary. Boarding leave, I say right main cabin 2 to board at this time. Main cabin 2 is welcome to board. Also, I say right main cabin 3 to board. That's so welcome to board at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. There's that Mariano Rivera plaque I was talking about earlier. We'll be sitting in 16A for this hour 45-minute flight to Savannah. Given that this is a regional jet, legroom is pretty generous. Here's the seatback pocket content. We'll take a look at that later, though.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome aboard. We look forward to taking care of you today to ensure an on-time departure. Please remain in your assigned seats, and please place your larger items in the overhead bin. For smaller items, they go underneath the seat in front of you. Laptops may not be stowed in any of the seat pockets.
Huge windows, another feature I love on these Embraers.
If you'd like any assistance getting settled, please let us know. Thank you.
SkyWest has since ended operations for Delta Connection at JFK and LaGuardia. All regional routes out of these two airports are now operated by either Republic, who flies E-170s and 175s, or Endeavor, who flies CRJ-200s, 700s, and 900s. Just off of our left wing is a Virgin Atlantic A340-600, one of the many aircraft type that has bitten the dust due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Wi-Fi services are available on all Delta mainline and Delta Connection aircraft except for the ERJ-200. Delta offers free in-flight messaging as well as free movies, shows, and music through Gogo's website. This feature is really useful when flying on an aircraft that doesn't have personal TVs, like this one. Wi-Fi packages are also available if you'd like to browse the internet during the flight. There are a few pieces of reading material available for you in the seatback pocket. First up, we have a safety information card. Next up is the September 2019 edition of the Sky magazine. Note that Delta has removed all seatback pocket content except for the safety information card, of course, due to the pandemic. Finally, we have a little pamphlet containing information regarding Wi-Fi and in-flight entertainment. This aircraft also features adjustable headrests. Delta offers a variety of free snacks and soft beverages in main cabin. Alcoholic beverages and snack boxes are also available for purchase. I, of course, went with my usual apple juice and Biscoff combo. Before long, we've begun our descent into the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Do you know which airport this is? I'll give you a shout out in the next video if you can correctly identify it.
It's our pleasure to welcome you to Savannah with another early arrival. We know your time is important and Delta is committed to being America's #1 on-time airline. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened and your carry-on items stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. Please be careful when opening the overhead bins to avoid injury from items that may have shifted during flight.
Did anyone notice these two things embedded in the runway? Believe it or not, these are actually graves that honor the original owners of a farm that used to lie on present-day airport property. These are the only graves in the world embedded on an active runway, which is really interesting. If you want to learn more about it, there's a link in the description. We're pulling in alongside what used to be a very common sight in Savannah, the MD-88, which was the backbone of Delta's service between Atlanta and Savannah. However, the MD-88 is yet another aircraft type that's been retired due to the pandemic. Following the retirement of the MD-88, Delta sent a mix of 717s and 737-700s from Atlanta to Savannah. The retirement of the 737-700 soon followed, and Savannah was left with only 717s. Because of the lack of travel resulting from the pandemic, Delta has even been forced to bring back the ERJ-900 between Atlanta and Savannah, an aircraft that used to be seen only once in a blue moon on this route. Overall, this was an absolutely fantastic flight with SkyWest, and I would definitely fly with them again. The crew is friendly, the plane is new, and the seats are very comfortable for a regional jet. And with that, we have come to the end of this trip report. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry I didn't get this out sooner. Junior year of high school has been very demanding, so I haven't had any free time to sit down and work on this until now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and comment, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more content like this. See you guys next time.
Train, please hold on. This train is departing. The next stop is for Seagates. C as in Charlie.